Shit. Tonight we're gonna talk about some basketball. Then we're gonna get some with some NFL news. Mainly that's what we're gonna talk about here tonight. This game, was the Detroit Denver 124-121. Detroit wins it. The game was kind of a blowout. It was like 15, 20 points. Detroit was blown the hell out of them, but Denver got their head of their ass and they made a game at the end. But Detroit still finds a way to win it. Made it a lot closer at the end, the last few minutes, than I thought it was gonna be. It looked like a butt whooping. But Denver got back in and made a game out of it at the end, man. But Jokic and Murray played much better tonight. 25 and 15 for Jokic. 33 for Murray. Much better tonight. Watson, 17 points. Tim Hardaway needs to play better, though. Only took 7 shots and only made one of them. Pendejo face for Tim Hardaway, man. He's got to play better, man. You got a good production out of Bruce Brown with 10 points and Julian Strawweather with 15 off the bench. But yeah, man, Detroit was whooping their ass, but Denver got back into it at the end there and made it a game. But this was kind of an ass for a little bit, man. Tobias Harris, 11 points. Duncan Robinson, 20 points. Jalen Doran, 19. Cade Cunningham, 29. Oscar Thompson, 10 points. Isaiah Stewart, 11 points. So yeah, I mean they got a lot of whole production from everybody, man. Where I thought tonight, Denver, you got some production out of your role players, but for the most part, it was Jokic and Murray that were doing the heavy lifting. Nobody else. I mean Watson 17, Strawweather 15. I don't know, man. I thought Detroit had like freaking 6 guys with 11 points or more. It seemed like, and Detroit was dominating this game, man. Cade Cunningham led the way with 29 points. Robinson shot it well tonight with 20 points. He got hot from that 3-point line, making like 6 out of 9 out of that 3-point line. He got hot. And Detroit, man, Detroit's a good team, man. They are a good team. I don't know how far they can make it, but they are definitely a good team in the NBA this year. Let's talk about some other stuff. Chicago trades Nikola Vucevic to the Celtics. So there you go, man. The Celtics have been really good this year, despite not having Jason Tatum. They're still winning games for like a top 3 seed in the East. And now they get some reinforcement by adding the big man Vucevic. So we'll see if that can help the they had nowhere as tall. I mean, kind of a different player than Kristaps Porzingis. But maybe that's what they're looking for, a little bit of the replacement on the offensive end. A big man that can shoot the 3 and Vucevic. So we'll see how that goes. And then you have the what else did you have? The freaking Cleveland gets James Harden, man. James Harden is now in Cleveland. He asked for a trade. He does this about every 2 to 3 years after he gets fed up with a team. So he has been traded from the Clippers to Cleveland. So now it's, I believe Darius Garland was the one they traded back to Clippers. So pretty much I think they got swapped, right? If I'm not mistaken. Darius Garland is now with Kawhi Leonard and Clippers. And James Harden is now with Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Maybe this would be a good move if James Harden actually had like winning experience, but he always choking the playoffs. So I don't know. I don't know how much better Cleveland gets this move. I don't know how much better they're with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell than they were with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Who knows, man? I don't know about this move. Interesting. And then the final one is the Memphis trades Jared Jackson to Utah. I think Memphis is going to start to rebuild this thing up. They're going to tear it up. They're probably next is Ja Morant. They're still going to start tearing this shit up. They already traded Desmond Bain. Now they're gonna tear it up, man. This team has so much potential, but it's not working out anymore. And they're gonna restart it all up in Memphis, man. Jared Jackson's a good player, man. Now he goes over there with Utah. Let's see if they can do anything. They kind of have some nice young players over there in Utah, man. Landry, whatever the fuck his name is. So they have some nice players over there. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and talk about some football here tonight. Robert Kraft just like his former head coach, Bill Belichick, gets rejected, and he will not be going into the Hall of Fame. I don't know. The Patriots are getting punished for the cheating they did with Spygate and the flut, the deflating the footballs. Um, they said they did Spygates for a long time, and they kept warning them and warning them and warning them, and they just wouldn't stop doing it. They said that allegedly they filmed both the Super Bowl final practice of both the Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Rams back in 2001 and 2004, allegedly. And also some other regular season games along the way from like 2001 to like 2007. So who knows? They're punishing them. I don't know what's going on here. Robert Kraft, man, is a winner, man. He's been to 11 Super Bowls and has won 6 of them in his 33 years of owning the New England Patriots. So he gets the night just like Bill Belichick. And Tom Brady kind of made a joke today. He said, man, all these Patriots are not making it. I better brace myself in a few years. I might not make it either. Well, we won't be surprised, man, because remember Tom Brady got suspended for like 5 games for the balls being deflated. So back in like, what was it, 2014, 2015? Do not be surprised. But Robert Kraft asked his coach, Bill Belichick, both get rejected from first ballot Hall of Fame status. Holy free holies. Let's see what else is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me think. There's some other stuff going on. Oh shit, hold on. I'm kind of. Let me. There's some other stuff going on. I'm blanking out right now. Hold on. Let me think. Ah, shit, man, it's tough right now. I'm kind of blinking out. So I think Matt Nagy got hired to be the offensive coordinator with the New York Giants. Previously, he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. He also coached the head coach of the Chicago Bears back when Mitchell Trubisky was the quarterback. They didn't make the playoffs once, but they were kind of carried by the defense. But now John Harbaugh hires Matt Nagy as his offensive coordinator with the New York Football Giants, man. So Matt Nagy, we'll see if a lot of people say he's not that good of an offensive coordinator. We'll see how he goes, man. But Matt Nagy now with offensive coordinator with the New York Giants. And I think the final one is the Bills general manager, Brandon Beans, pretty much told the fans to go allegedly F themselves. And these are like so classy fans. They're always waking up early and shoveling the snow of the driveway so the players can go to the stadium. And you know they're going and shoveling the stadium so the players can actually play in the stadium. And you tell the fans to go F themselves. This was really bad. A lot of backlash is Brandon Beans, the general manager of the Bills, getting for this. A lot of people are saying that it might go as far as to Brandon Beans might have to do a public apologize to the Bills fans. Holy free holies! You talk about one of the classiest fan bases in all of the NFL, the Buffalo Bills, and you know they're shuffling the stadiums, they're shuffling driveways, they're shuffling streets, and this is how you treat them, Brandon Beans. But apparently he's frustrated with the whole that they don't have enough weapons for Josh Allen. They don't have a good defense. He got fed up, and I guess he said something about telling the fans to go F themselves, man. Holy free holies, man. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, man. I don't know about that, man. This is on you, Brandon Beans. You got to draft better, buddy. You got to get better defensive players. You got to get better receivers to go on with your franchise quarterback in Josh Allen. And like I said, don't be surprised if maybe the owner forces general manager Brandon Beans to apologize to the Buffalo Bills fan base for telling them to go F themselves, man. Holy free holies, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's all I have to say. Not a lot of wrestling news, not a lot of baseball. You know, we're starting to get to the point with baseball. We're getting a lot of like players getting an invite to the training camps, right? That pretty much like a tryout you're pretty much getting. So that's where we're at with baseball. I don't know if I know you still got that Zach Gallen and Famer Valdez. I mean, Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander are also free agents. I don't know if Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer are gonna get signed, man. They're like in their 41 or however they're old. They might not get signed anymore. But maybe for sure Zach Gallen and Farmer Valdez. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I will be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Holla. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. The fuck is happening with this shit? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so apologizing right now. I really am. I don't know if this shit just froze, I think. The fuck is happening?